Hi all, welcome back to the SQL training session. So in this today's session, we will going to understand what is the difference between the logical joins and the physical joins. So as we know that in the RDBMS, Relational Database Management System, that the join basically does what the join does is it combines the data from more than two tables. So if we have a requirement to get the extract the data from more than two tables based on some certain key, based on some certain column, okay, then we use the joins. So the question here is the how many type of the joins are available. So see, the logic is there are two types: logical joins and the physical joins. The basic difference is that logical joins are those joins that which we can write in our query. We can use them in our query. Okay, like if we wanted to extract the data from two tables on the based on some certain column, then we can write a query which is displayed here, and we use the inner join. So this is a logical join. This is nothing but a logical join because we can write it in the query. Similarly, the example of the logical joins like inner join, we can use outer join, right outer join, left outer join, cross join. These are all logical join which we can use in our query, okay, while writing the query. Now, what is a physical join? Physical joins are actually those joins which we cannot write in the query, but instead they are implemented by the SQL Server database engine using the algorithm. Okay, if we see in this query, if you see, we have used the inner join. This is the logical join, and if I execute after including this actual execution plan, you can see there are some physical operator which is actually working behind to perform this task to join the data. Okay, and those physical operators uses the nested loop, merge join, and hash match. So who will do this job? The SQL Server database engine optimizer is the guy who will decide for the particular query what I will use, whether I use the nested loop to get the data, whether I use the merge join to get the data, or whether I use the hash match to get the data. So I'll show you. This is, let me execute it. I have included the execution plan here, and if you go to the execution plan, you see in the bracket, if you look carefully here, this the query optimizer based on the query decides internally, okay, for the data to extract from these two tables A and B, I'm going to use the hash match. So this is the physical operator which I'm going to use to get the data, and in the bracket we can see here it is written a inner join. That means the this is the logical operator which is being written in the query, but internally, behind the curtain, the database engine decides to watch which physical operator is being used. Now, I will tell you what are the actually, I will tell you in the broad way what actually the criteria by which the optimizer decides which one needs to be choose. I mean, which the nest, whether it's going to choose a nested loop, merge join, or hash match. Before getting it, you have to understand what is the basic idea of what are these, what are the nested loop, what is the merge join, and what is the hash match. Okay, so basically hash match is basically used in those cases where you have a large data in both the tables, okay, and you have unsorted data. If you have a unsorted data in the large tables, then the very the good basic or the good performance will be given by the hash match operator. Okay, when you have a shorted data in the large table, then query optimizer most probably 99% uses the merge join. Okay, because it requires the data to be shorted. And if you have a small table, one of the table is small, okay, or both the table are small, and you wanted to extract the data, okay, based on the comparison is based on some conditions, then the nested loop is the best choice which is taken by the optimizer. So this is the very first part of the joins. Okay, so in the next session I will tell you, I will give you demonstrate each of the nested loop, merge join, and hash match. I will give the difference between these two on the basis of the practical demonstration. Here I have shown you like this hash match is displaying. Okay, so if we have a shorted data, then the merge join will be used, and if we have unshorted data in the large table, then most probably the optimizer use the hash match. And if these two tables is having this very less data, then most probably 99% the optimizer will go for the nested loop. So in this A and B, if we see A got a 200 records and B has a 100 records and A got a 200 records, because I have used the inner join, that is why it is returning 100 rows. Okay, these are the big, we can consider it as a big table, and for that, and the data is also unsorted because we do not have any clustered index. If you see, there is no clustered index there. It is giving the table scan on both the tables, so there is no clustered index as well, so that is why it uses the hash maze. If I apply the clustered index here, then it will most probably use the merge join. So I'll show you in the next session how the difference in the details section, in the details detail information, that how what is the difference between the nested loop and how we can how we can see in the execution plan the differences also. So I hope this is the basic video in which we will differentiate between the in physical join and the logical join. Okay, now I'll tell you, I have one more thing I forgot to tell you. Like inner join, I hope that you guys have a knowledge of inner join, outer join, and cross join. But just in case, I'll give a brief idea. Inner join extract the data from both the table on the basis of conditions only. Okay, like I have 200 records in A and 100 records in B. Because I've used the inner join based on the ID column, so it returned only 100 records. Okay, now I am going to use the left outer join. What left outer join will do, it will treat the first table as a left table and the second table, this is the right table. So left outer join will extract all the records from the left table irrespective of the condition is matched or not. So we are expecting 200 records to be fetched, because see the 200 record is fetched here in the left outer join. Okay, if I use the right outer join, so what it will do, it will extract all the records from the right table irrespective of the condition is matched or not. So it will give me 100 rows here because the B table is having the 100 rows. Okay, now the last is cross join. So cross join is basically used to get the all the rows from the A and B. It is you can understand it as a Cartesian product of all the rows which is available in both the tables. Okay, so we can use the cross join. In that case, you do not need to have any condition to be applied. Just write it, select a step from A, cross join B. So what it will do? See, you got 20,000 rows. So 200 rows in A multiplied by the 100 rows in B, and it will give the cross join. Let's go and see the execution plan, what it's going. Okay, in the execution plan, see a lot of the data is there. Okay, inner join is, so internally it works as an inner join as well. Anyways, so these are the logical joins, and which I have explained uh, earlier, that is the physical join. So this is basic difference. So the joins which you can write in the query is the logical joins, and joins which is used behind the curtain which is actually implementing by the SQL Server database engine using algorithms are the physical joins. So I hope you like the video. In case if you have any doubt theoretically on this subject, then please do comment me in the comment box. Thank you and have a nice day. Happy learning.